They say it has had its time, a forgotten relic of stone standing against the relentless tide, where the world only sees a shadow of the past. A silent sentinel amidst the storm. The lighthouse stands cold and dark, a monument to an era that the modern world has long since chosen to forget. Time has etched its story into these walls, every crack a testament to the weight of isolation and the heavy silence of a fire that once burned. In the town below, people whisper that it is nothing but a useless block of stone, an obsolete ghost in a world that now demands more brilliance. Nearby, the flashy brilliance of modern laser systems sweeps across the horizon, promising a future where the old ways are no longer needed or even desired. These neon lights are the new gods of the sea, artificial and perfect, leaving no room for the warm, flickering imperfection of a traditional oil lamp. Inside the tower, Elias sits in the heavy shadows, his hands resting on a massive Fresnel lens, its glass covered in the dust of many years. When the world calls you a piece of junk, it is easy to believe them, but some fires never truly die. They only wait for a hand. Walking through the village, Elias feels the weight of every judging eye, the social gravity of being a man who belongs to a time gone by. The murmurs of the crowd are like a freezing wind, echoing the sentiment that his work is finished and his purpose has been completely erased forever. He buys oil for a lamp no one expects to see lit again, a quiet act of defiance against a world that has already moved on without. Why bother? The merchant asks with a sad smile, gesturing toward the electric glow outside that supposedly makes the lighthouse's warm light obsolete and unnecessary. There was a time when this golden light was the only thing standing between life and the abyss, a hero of the sea and the storm. Thousands of souls were saved by its rhythmic pulse, a beacon of hope that didn't need electronics to guide the lost back to their homes. Now, standing alone on the cold balcony, he feels the crushing pressure of doubt, wondering if he is just a man clinging to a dead dream. The headlines scream of progress, celebrating the cold efficiency of machines while discarding the human element that once gave the world its true warmth and direction. Society's doubt is like a thick fog. It doesn't kill you, but it makes you forget who you are and what you were born to do. Then, without warning, a strange and unnatural blue fog rolls in from the deep, a mist so thick it seems to swallow the very air. Electronics begin to fail as the mist interferes with every frequency, turning the most advanced navigation tools into useless pieces of plastic and glowing glass. The proud laser beams, once so precise, now stutter and die, unable to penetrate the mysterious atmospheric disturbance that has paralyzed the entire modern coast. Chaos erupts as the digital world goes blind, proving that even the most advanced technology has its breaking point when faced with the unpredictable power. Deep, haunting foghorns echo through the darkness, the sounds of giants lost at sea, searching for a path that no longer exists in their monitors. The ocean becomes a graveyard of uncertainty, where speed and power mean nothing without the direction that was so casually discarded by the modern world. The rescue teams are paralyzed, their radars empty, their communication lines dead, realizing that their height of innovation has left them utterly and completely helpless. When the standards everyone relies on collapse, it is time for the unique and the forgotten to step forward and show their true, hidden value. The world is drowning in darkness, not for a lack of light, but because they only believed in one kind of light that now fails. Elias moves with a newfound purpose, his hands scrubbing away the years of neglect, preparing the glass to hold a light that doesn't need electricity. His hands may shake with age, but they carry the wisdom of 1,000 storms, a steady strength that no circuit board could ever hope. He pours the ancient fuel, a liquid gold that holds the promise of safety, an elemental energy that answers to no master but the flame. A single spark is all it takes to challenge the overwhelming darkness, a small beginning that will soon become a roar of defiant and powerful. The flame takes hold, growing into a brilliant amber sun, its heat radiating with a human warmth that the cold blue lasers could never provide. Slowly, the great lens begins to turn, its ancient gears singing a song of resurrection as it prepares to project its soul across the ocean. This light is different. It has a frequency of warmth that slices through the blue fog, penetrating the interference that defeated the modern machines easily. It doesn't just shine, it reaches out, a golden hand stretching across the waves to find those who are lost and pull them back home. On the ships, eyes wide with relief see the ancient signal, a familiar rhythm that speaks to the heart when the mind is in panic. They turn their helms toward the gold, trusting the light that hasn't changed for a century, the only thing that remains true in this storm. One by one, the giants of the sea find their way, guided by the very thing they were told was no longer useful or relevant. Elias stands tall, a witness to the power of staying true to one's essence, watching his light save the world that once mocked him. The doubt of others is merely a reflection of their own limitations, a boundary they try to project onto you to keep you small. When you stop listening to their narrow definitions, you finally begin to hear the thunderous call of your own infinite and untapped internal potential. Every great soul that ever changed the world was once called a dreamer, a fool, or a relic of a past that didn't matter. Your difference is not your weakness, it is your signature, the unique frequency that only you can bring to a world that is starving. We each have a light that vibrates at a different speed, waiting for the perfect moment when the world's standard lights are not enough. Like a seed through stone, your true self will find its way to the sun if you simply refuse to accept the cage of conformity. Strength isn't about being the loudest or the brightest in the room, it is about being the most resilient in the face of judgment. Redefine yourself by your internal compass, not the external noise, and watch as the universe opens up to support your most authentic self. Your light is your own, and once you realize its value, no amount of social pressure can ever dim the fire that burns within. As the sun rises on a new day, the world looks different, humbled by the realization that old wisdom still holds the keys to survival. The lighthouse is no longer a ghost, it is a hero once more, standing tall as a reminder that being different is exactly what saves. Elias finds peace not in the town's praise, but in the knowledge that he stayed true to his post when the darkness was at its thickest. Look in the mirror and see the light that only you possess. Do not be afraid of the dark, be afraid of disappearing into others. Today, choose to ignite your own flame. The world doesn't need another copy. It needs your most authentic, brilliant, and truest self to shine. Believe in your secret power, for when the storms come, it will be your unique light that leads the way home. Thank you for listening.